just to fill everybody in that's listening, this podcast is going to be a little bit of everything: shit talking, to serious conversations like we are with Mike right now, to just another day at Tops, I guess. It's going to bounce around, so for sure people are going to have to wear earmuffs. Whoever don't want to hear Jesus and Craig cussing, but
yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah,
I'll try to watch.
You know how bad we are. Terrible.
Yeah, and this.
I'm rather surprised to hear any cussing coming from our choir boy, Jesus.
Balance in everything, right?
Oh yeah. Yep. Okay, welcome everybody to another episode of Top's Daily Grind. This is episode number 89, and we brought Bruce back.
Uncle Bruce.
Hey.
Uncle Bruce.
He's an entrepreneur now.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he is.
He is a.
But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about our last show.
Yeah.
Let's just get that out of the way, and then this topic we have today with Bruce and his new hobby and his new
entrepreneurship
is going to be interesting.
Yeah. So on Sunday, 4 people cut themselves.
Oh damn.
Let me see. That girl, 3 guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
4 people cut themselves. 2
In
of
a-
them
in
cut
a matter
themselves
of
on the
an
same
hour.
knife.
Right? In a matter of an hour.
3 of them, like one right after another. Seriously, 2 people in a row cut themselves.
So for those of you wondering, they're talking about the show in Phoenix.
So we were in Phoenix. We were in Phoenix.
Crossroads of the West.
Crossroads of the West.
Yeah.
Yep.
What? Did you see how they cut themselves?
Mostly
John,
pendejadas.
John had to do with all of them.
Yeah, it was definitely John's fault.
I'm
They
not
didn't
saying
know how to
that's
get
his
away
fault.
from him fast enough, and they ended up cutting.
He was probably the one up there talking to them. But
Yeah, but seriously, it was freaking crazy. There was the one girl cut herself, and then like a little bit later, one person cut themselves, and right after them, the next person cut
With the
themselves
same knife?
on the same damn knife.
What knife?
Lioness.
Ooh, that's a sharp knife. So just in case.
Yes.
Well-
And then one other was later, but they were all just cuts on their fingers. Nothing like stitches worthy, but it was just all them not paying attention to what they were doing.
So how's the drive down there?
Not bad.
No.
No?
Even though. Oh, he was asleep most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were looking at the stories and.
Yeah,
was
there
asleep for like 4
was a good portion of the drive there and back where I was sitting up front just driving by myself.
Just peaceful.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maya's fucking sleeping. John's either snapping or doing whatever, sitting in the
yeah,
Snapchat.
Craig.
Yes.
Craig
yes.
got a lecture of Snapchat.
Yes. John
Like for
explained
25,
Snapchat
30
really well.
minutes.
Did
On
you
why
care?
Craig's dumb because he don't use Snapchat.
Who are you snapping, John?
John snaps.
All right. Yeah,
John
that's a
snaps
lie.
all sorts of girls.
Oh, I bet.
Lots and lots of girls.
But they're friends.
Yeah.
So do we want to
That was a joke. That was a joke.
No, it wasn't.
do we want to
It
put out
wasn't.
his snaps
It
so
was.
that
I've
you
seen
get
his
some
snaps.
D pics on there?
I seen his.
Yeah, what is your Snapchat so we can get you some dick pics? Maya feels pretty lonely with those dick pics.
Yeah.
So
I'll figure it out.
Go ahead
I'll
and
get
send
it
your
out
dick
there
pics
soon.
to @MayaDude.
You're gonna see it right here.
And as soon as we figure out John's Snapchat, we'll go ahead and send him there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For John.
But yeah, he did a really good job of explaining Snapchat and how Snapchat makes money off of people spending time on there for no fucking reason.
And then he does it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
So we were out to dinner, and I felt like I was with one of my kids. We're out to dinner, and he's like this.
Yeah. Yeah. One of my cuñados does that. It annoys me.
Well,
Yeah.
he's
Like, why are you
not
doing
wrong, at least from the revenue perspective. Because if in
he
the
never
software world,
he wasn't putting the point together that that's how
okay.
Snapchat
Wow.
makes money
Fair
off of him. That was me.
okay.
He was all about, if you do this, you get points.
What can you do with those points?
Nothing.
Okay.
You get more followers, and they
Yeah.
look up to you, and you're super cool. In the
No, fake
Snapchat
internet
world.
points.
You can't do shit with those points, but Snapchat can make money off of those points.
Oh, yeah, no,
and
of
that's what Snapchat is for.
Yeah. It's called data.
Yes.
I wish I could have
exactly.
John here defending himself.
He can't
No,
defend
no,
himself.
it's
He
fine.
knows that I'm right.
Yeah.
But he likes it anyway. So, fair enough.
So snap
a
away.
lot apparently a lot of people like it.
Snap away.
So
I
you know
have-
they keep
yeah,
all of those
snap it
pictures
up.
on a server.
Do you
somewhere.
use Snapchat, Henry?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
the,
yeah.
the
But
whole-
not-
it's
but not
gone
like
after
that,
24 hours. It's not gone after 24 hours.
I don't use it the way he does because what he does is like like almost like a message. He'll snap something just random
Yeah.
and then send a message.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
all
why,
it
why
does.
didn't you just send a message? He's like,
He was doing it in the dark the whole time.
Like
I
nobody
sucked
does
at-
that.
I
He's
sucked
like
at it 'cause
old
I
school
was-
people do that. That's what he told us.
really?
Because when I used Snapchat for a little bit, but I was trying to be clever about it, like trying to Yeah,
Nobody
it sucks.
cares.
The only
Nobody gave a
time I
shit.
use it
Nobody
is like when
cares.
I'm trying to like get some girl to send me some naughty, nudie or something, and they erase, and so.
Yeah, Snapchat's good for that. Yeah,
They don't.
I agree.
I mean, you can find ways.
John
to
don't
They
use that.
erase from your device, but they're still there.
But they are not
There's
erased.
something
They are
there.
not gone.
God damn it! So somewhere around there's some dick pics.
Snapchat is
Oh,
absolutely
Look for him.
keeping all
Look
of
for
that.
him,
Yes.
John. Just kidding.
They don't steal they don't collect
Steal
as
as
much data as TikTok does. I don't think, but
Probably
still,
not.
it's up there because TikTok was collecting even the pixel count on your phone.
Really?
Yeah, it was that.
That's a lot of
Did you
fucking
see the
data.
latest update on the terms of service?
no,
For TikTok?
Yeah, if you accept and you install it on your phone, they can glean from your messages.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
dude,
All of
they
it. They've been doing
view
that
everything.
forever,
Yeah,
yeah.
they view everything.
Yeah, Facebook does that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Facebook. I
There's
remember
all these
reading that.
features that these phones have that they're like, hey, do you want us to be able to do this? And it's like, you're doing it anyway. You're just allowing me to use that same feature. Like the facial recognition, they were already doing that.
Yeah,
They just, now they're allowing you to use your face to unlock your phone. They already had your face.
yeah.
They didn't, like, you just had to give them permission to use your own
Now
face,
you're
which they already had.
Now you're benefiting from it a little bit.
Yeah. And they already had that information. So it's
You
not
know
like,
what I want to see? I want to see like all the random like photos and videos that they have like on their server. Usually like making some weird like
where,
faces.
where everybody's like laying down there.
They're like,
or it's just bouncing just enough to like,
Yeah, if you realized how much money they're making from your data, it's insane.
oh yeah.
That's why it's cool. Like there's companies out there trying to do stuff so that you can get some of that money since you're doing it anyway. Like Brave, have you seen that website? Like it's a browser.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
No, just joking. No, it's actually legit.
Being
So Brave is a web browser, but it actually like you can make some money. Just like you can choose how many ads it shows you, and whenever you see them, it
gives you money.
You get money. You can
You
get
get a
up to like
fraction of a penny.
$5 a month, which is $5 a month.
You ain't
You're not
getting
getting
shit
it
nowhere
anywhere else, and it's super fast compared to
Google's
compared
not
to,
giving you $5 a month.
No, compared to like Google Chrome, this one's like way fast.
How much money do you think Google Chrome
and it's adless. Like you don't get ads. You only get the ads that you
that you like? So how much money do you think Google makes off of the average person a month?
Oh, out of the average person, I don't know.
You know, it's just somebody who uses the internet like average, like so still several
It's
hours
up
a day
there. It's thousands
a month.
a month. I'm sure.
Fuck.
From each person.
It's gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta
yeah.
be.
I don't know if it's that much, but
'Cause they
you
made-
you got to realize they have millions of users. So if they make $1 on each user per month, that's still millions.
Oh
of
no,
dollars.
they made billions. In their last quarterly report, it was billions. I think they made in
In ad revenue?
Well, but they
and
don't
all that
do
shit.
just Google Chrome.
And-
That's why, because they have data centers. They have
Yeah,
other
no, they have a
services.
mess.
They have a web service. They have a bunch of different stuff. So
We'll
I
look
don't-
it up.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know exactly how
He
much
doesn't believe
Chrome
you.
itself
Yeah,
would do. And
yeah, that's
fine.
Jesus'
Yeah,
passive aggressive way of saying
You're
you're
wrong.
fucking
Yeah,
wrong.
you're
Okay.
wrong.
Yeah.
Your brother's
I'm
the
not
same
saying
way though.
I'm not saying you're
Craig's
wrong.
the same, but
he
he
said he
forgot
didn't
his
know.
tablet
Yeah,
downstairs.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I would imagine.
So I'm
That-
gonna look it up. So we
yeah,
both
but
know.
the way you were saying that sounded pretty passive aggressive.
Yeah, fuck you, Bruce. I'm gonna look it up. I don't believe
That's
shit
better.
you're saying.
Yeah,
when he
that's
said-
better.
better?
That's
I want
better.
to know
Is that
the
what you prefer?
statistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No.
because when you
Yes.
said thousands,
Yes, I would much rather prefer you to be like, you know what, you're fucking dumb, than you to be like, you know what, let's go ahead and look it up, because really what you're saying is you're fucking dumb, and I'm
but
going
I-
to prove it to you.
But I would say that if that's what I thought. But I didn't think that.
I think that's what
no.
you think.
I actually want to know.
It seemed. I mean, I believe that, but it
he didn't
also
question
seems
his
like-
answer. Remember, he's like, "Oh, probably thousands." And as soon as Bruce said an amount,
That's when it changed.
he was
right?
like, "I'm gonna look it up."
I was
As
like,
long
oh
as
yeah,
someone
let's-
disagrees.
Let's
No,
solve
I
this.
questioned my own answer.
While Jesus looking that up, another shout out to Matt,
Yeah.
Maya's brother, for doing this. We actually ran
What's
into
the name
him.
of his channel?
Fuck, I don't
No,
remember. But
you
before,
remember it?
before,
The name
Matt's
of his channel?
channel.
It's called.
We added it to the
little-
description.
Oh yeah. It's on the thing.
well, yeah, we
I'm
actually ran
sorry,
into
Matt. I forgot it.
we actually
Let me go
ran
look.
into him at the show,
I've been meaning to.
and we went out to dinner with him and some buddies of
Yeah.
theirs.
That was fun. That was
was
fun.
fun.
There was a police officer, and his wife is a dispatcher. Taking 911 calls
Oh dang.
in Phoenix. Fuck that.
They're
they had some
fucking
stories, man.
hilarious.
Oh my god.
And they have some stories of shit that goes down. Fuck.
Oh, I bet, especially if you're the 911.
And then we're sitting there, eating. We're done, whatever. And then the guy comes over, the guy
The
there,
waiter.
the waiter, and he's like, "Car just got broken out right here in front of the restaurant."
And he was pointing at the car
He was
Leo had
pointing at
rented.
the car that I was rented.
Oh.
So I'm like, "Fuck!" But I'm like, "Well, there's nothing in it. I don't give a fuck." And
Maya
then-
had something in it, but still.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but that's Maya.
Yeah,
That's not mine.
so we don't get it.
But it was a car right next to us. It was a BMW, right?
Yeah.
You got
And
so
there was a
that-
Porsche right next to the BMW, which did not get
But they hit
broken
the
into.
BMW. They took a little cooler. They seen it had water in there. They just threw it right next to the car.
They threw it back on the ground.
they
They didn't
shattered
even,
the
they didn't even
fucking
take
window.
it. They
They
just
didn't even take it.
Shavings and cravings, by the way.
there we go.
That's
Shavings
what it
and cravings.
is. Sorry about.
Shaving and crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't believe I
that's him cutting things out of wood and being an alcoholic. I think
Yeah.
is
What he said it was.
yeah.
Yeah. and,
No, that's what I said.
and
but
not- and not
I think
making
he
John,
would.
uh,
I think he would agree.
and not making John one of those cool things.
If he does make John
I
one
think
of
he's gonna
these,
make one.
it's gonna probably have a dick on it.
I hope so.
Was-
We're looking. Is that a request? Because we can request.
We
it
told
if-
him to do that
Okay,
already.
yeah.
Yeah, that's already done.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna send him a message see if he does do a fucking penis.
Oh, he will. He will. We told him to, and he said he would.
Because I remember he was saying that he complained to Matt, and he said he was going to make him something.
Yeah. I couldn't find the statistics, Bruce. So
I don't know that they would publish per component or
No.
not to the public most likely. But
No.
But they must make a lot because with that same ad revenue, they have to pay like the YouTube people and people like that who host the ads. That's why they put it on their websites and
yeah,
and
they,
so on and
they've
so forth.
absolutely are. They're making
You
tons
didn't
of
find
money,
it?
hand over fist.
the price? No. Oh shit! They're named Alphabet, right? That's right.
The Alphabet company, yeah, it's
They're
Alphabet,
Alphabet,
Inc.
yeah,
or whatever.
Alphabet Inc.
is the parent company of Google.
Yeah.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
What is it? The 10K or the 8K that's the report that they have to publish to
I have
because
no
they're
idea.
because they're traded. I think it's a 10K. But anyway,
These guys are so smart.
That one's badass. That's the video of him making the stuff for it. I haven't even seen that.
Oh wow, you didn't see that video?
Nope. I'm about to though.
yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't
yeah,
know the name of that.
we saw it and we were like, hey, is that yours? Is that mine? Because like you can see kind of
Oh shit.
the
the burn marks.
the grain and all that, and so you can kind of compare. I thought I saw mine down there.
yeah.
Mine, not you know which one
If
I
you're
did,
not watching the video right now, you need to be.
you know which one I didn't see on there?
which one?
John's.
John's.
Yeah.
That one.
That's a good point.
I put money
Yeah.
on that. That
I didn't
one
see
on there.
John's either.
I'm right here, guys.
Oh, right here.
All right, guys. So let's get a little bit into today's podcast.
well,
Yeah,
yes.
Bruce is here, by the way.
yeah. Hey,
No,
hey,
Bruce has been
welcome.
talking.
I know,
Yeah, Bruce has
but
been
he's a guest.
I
so,
still had another
and we never
question
said, "Hey,
about the show,
thanks,
but-
Bruce."
Yeah.
But-
But no, go ahead. He's
Oh,
yeah.
Just on the way back.
Never mind. Fuck Bruce. Let's
no,
talk
fuck
about
Bruce.
that.
No,
Let's-
yeah,
let's talk
No,
about
Bruce.
that shit. Let's
There's
talk about
what
the
you
show.
really think.
I love Bruce, man. Bruce is one of my favorite guests.
Yeah, he is.
He's like one of two people that come in all the time.
yeah.
but-
Well, I mean, I live around the corner, so
Yeah.
cheap date.
No,
and all
no,
that.
Bruce is awesome. He's always welcomed here. Hopefully, it doesn't seem the other way.
No,
No, because
I feel very well. This is essentially like what it's like at our house during the holidays. Is everybody just shits all over each other?
Yeah, stop getting on my lap.
So,
Keep pushing
so
my
what was your
envelope.
so how did the President Craig thing work out when you guys were listening? Was it weird or was
Okay.
it?
Okay.
Oh, when
Hold
you
on.
guys driving?
Yeah.
Let me say this. I was wrong.
What were you wrong?
I was wrong about John doing a shitty job.
Really?
Yes.
That's surprising.
Legit.
No, it's not surprising
Legit.
that you were wrong.
John.
Because John's a good
Ooh,
worker.
Man, that's fucked up.
No, I'm surprised.
You're surprised that I'm admitting it?
That you're admitting it, yeah.
No.
And you
John,
brought it up. You brought it up by yourself.
John
That's what surprised me.
did an amazing job.
Yeah.
He talked to everybody. He had good ideas. He
Asked the right questions.
like Saturday morning, he went out and just talked to a bunch of the people fucking waiting in line to get in.
Friday
and was
morning.
passing out
Friday
catalogs.
morning.
No, that was Saturday morning. It was the second day.
Oh, that's right. You're
But
right.
he was
You're right.
he was passing out catalogs and just talking to people in line like, "Hey, check it out, you know,
Yeah, like people sitting
look us
outside the
up,
fence.
go find us." Like he sold at least 2 or 3 knives just from doing that.
That's
From going
badass.
to the fence, yep.
And see,
there's-
that's where you guys will see that when we say he sucks at stuff, we're honest. Because
Yeah.
he just
Yeah.
admitted
He
to him
definitely-
being like fucking good.
Yeah, he definitely sucks at a lot of things, but he did really, really good at the show. Like I was
No,
very
he's serious.
impressed.
He blew
Not a joke.
The day that
Yeah.
we got home.
Who did he blow?
After,
All of
no,
us.
that's a
all
different
of us.
story.
Yeah, that's different.
He blew my mind seriously.
That's
when we got home after the second night,
Yeah, I think it was the second night.
you know, I pulled Craig aside. I'm like, "How do you think the show went?" And you know, Craig always sort of talk about how things are going, and then right away he's like, "Dude," he's like, "John blew my fucking mind."
That's badass.
He's like,
right here.
he's like, I fucking hate it that I'm admitting to it, but I'm gonna fucking tell him because he did good. So I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, no, we try to always be honest.
But
Same
then,
with Starks,
you know,
when he does a
knowing
good job,
John,
man. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
Craig
I
pulls
know
him
John.
up. Hey, John, you know, all honesty, like, no fucking around. You did a hell of a job. He's like, I don't, you know, like, please take it like it is. I'm not fucking with you. And I see, I told you, like, oh, yeah.
He just ruins it.
Yeah.
He ruins
fucked
it. He immediately ruins it. Yeah.
But that's John.
But yes.
But no, he killed it. He killed it.
Yeah, that's why we don't give him compliments
Yeah.
no more.
Because
Because
he can't take it.
no,
As soon as he takes it, his head goes from like this big to like this big.
it's already that
And
big. And,
yeah, his head is already large and just,
In charge.
you know, abnormally
goofy.
large for the size of his body. And then it just gets so big that he can barely even stand up immediately.
So when you
And
heard
so you have to immediately break him back down again.
So when you heard the podcast,
so when you heard the podcast, you were like, shit.
No, it was funny because he was all pissed off. He was like, really? Really? And he was like getting all mad.
Like what? You were right here.
Yeah.
no, he wasn't.
Oh, he
I sent
wasn't.
him to
No,
get
he
the
wasn't.
stuff for the van.
That's right. We would have said it anyway.
Of course.
absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's why. And I even told him because they were about to, he was about to pass out. We were only like an hour into the drive. And I was like, John, don't go to sleep yet. And that's when I turned it on.
Oh, okay.
And then he was mad. And
Yeah, then he called me.
and then he wasn't even paying attention because he was snapping. And so he was trying to snap and listen to the podcast at the same time. And that didn't work.
Yeah.
So
And then he called me, but I was kind of like I wasn't mad, but I wasn't like in a good mood because I couldn't fucking find. So I was looking for
did
that.
it brighten your day?
Huh?
Did it brighten your day?
No.
Really?
Well, a little.
You should've laughed.
Hanging up on him, I did. No, but like I couldn't find that expanding foam for the window because it was fucking cold. And like,
the one at the bottom, the one that cracked it.
yeah. And so I went to buy some, but I couldn't find any. I was just fucking pissed because I couldn't find it. And then this fool calls with the
Yeah, he's like,
Hey,
¿Qué onda,
Jose?"
¿Qué onda, Jose? And Jesus hangs up. He looks up at me. He's like, he hung up, and I'm like, don't call him
yeah,
back.
don't call me back. And I ended up finding a different one, but it sealed it pretty good. It doesn't.
After we got high as shit.
Yeah. Oh, we got high as shit that
Oh,
day.
I bet.
It was great.
Every 10 minutes,
He's just spraying it again just for
Because
fun.
I put some
He's just
foam in
spraying
there.
it into a
Like,
solid.
some of that foam. I cut it and I put it in there, and then I sealed it with that. It's like a spray-on rubber thing, like rubber. It turns into rubber.
Like Flex Seal.
Like Flex Seal, yeah. It is Flex Seal.
Do you think you,
No,
you
is
could
it?
use that?
It is Flex Seal. I
Do
can
you think
remember
that you could use that as a condom?
I'm not gonna try.
I don't think that you'd want to.
Should we-
It's a pretty good adhesive. It might peel some skin
That's a
off
good
when it
segue.
comes off.
Yeah.
We can spray that on some of your 3D
Yeah,
printed
absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah.
So today's episode,
Yeah.
well, we're gonna call Jeremiah up here,
Yeah, you guys haven't heard
and
of him for a while.
yeah, it's been a while since we.
Yeah, so
gave
we're
him
doing
some
this for
shit.
you, not because we want to do this.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk a little bit to Bruce before we pull him up because he's been getting into 3D printing, right?
Yeah. I bought a Creality Ender 3 V2 like I don't know 2 months ago or something like that, and it's a really basic entry level. You can only really do a couple different types of filaments, PLA and ABS.
PE and
I think you can do PETG, but there's
some
a
FBIs and
How
bunch
about the
of
AC,
different
like
filaments.
ABC one?
No, there's some wild
CIA
ones
in
out there.
there.
There are,
There's
yeah,
some there's some that it's basically like wood.
Yep.
Like you're basically 3D printing wood. There's some that you're basically 3D printing
You
rubber.
should have 3D
You know,
printed wood.
I've
for this,
actually
yeah.
seen at shows, and I don't know what show it was, where they're trying to sell me. Oh, you were there, Edgar. The handle material.
Oh yeah, the 3D printed hand.
Was
right?
that was at
That
Blaze
was
West,
at Long
wasn't it?
Beach. Yep.
Yeah, Long Beach.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Some handle material that they wanted to sell me that it was like 3D printed almost.
That's really cool. And I mean,
It kind of looked like it sucked though.
it probably
It
did.
looked like they were
depend
new
on-
at it.
Yeah, I told them listen to our podcast. But
The settings are what's important, right?
Yeah, it did like the layer height, the nozzle temperature. Depending on what you're printing and how you're printing it, you're gonna do different layer heights. And it looks like on this knife, this is a bob that
Yeah,
Jesus printed.
we did this one here with
That,
it's a CR10S or something like that.
And it's the what type of filament?
That one's
This is
PLA.
Okay.
That one's PLA. This
you
is
can,
PLA.
You can see the layer lines, and it looks like you did like 0.2
On those,
millimeter.
no, that was like point. That one's like 0.16.
Okay. So that's I did all of these in 0.2. So all of the different things that I brought for Miah today are all there's going to be a lot more layer lines than this. And so that they're all kind of
So you're
prototypes.
saying
but
Jesus is tighter or Jesus is
No, he's saying that his is better.
smaller, mine's bigger.
Oh, yeah.
and you'll see. You'll see when I
damn.
pop this
Damn.
out.
That's-
Mine's
that's
quality.
That's a
But,
bold.
yeah, the quality of it.
The
yeah,
quality on mine is better.
the smaller
That's a
the
bold
layer line.
thing for him to say, though.
That's fine.
Oh, so you're more of the emotion. It's all about the motion in the ocean.
Quality,
not the,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So
That's
the
what people with small penises.
I always say, as long as I enjoy it, I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god.
I always say it's a race. We start at the same time. I finish so much sooner. I win the race. I mean, what?
It's like, what do you want me to do?
What are you doing? I'm done. How about?
I had a question. What made you? There had to be something that got you. I want to get a 3D printer.
I want to see that little
So
dragon, Jesus.
I have not got to. Oh, the Buddha.
Yeah.
That he just said the
He
dragon.
said dragon.
Both.
Oh, that's a
I
gargoyle.
thought you said that little one.
So,
The gargoyle?
what really
Gargoyle, there you go.
what really prompted me to get into 3D printing was not 3D printing itself. I saw a video, and
Dicks. It was
I'm going to
dicks.
feel bad about not attributing to this guy. But if you look up PLA casting, what they did is they took and they printed out something like this, and then they put it in investment plaster, and then they melted the PLA and let it drain out, burned it out, and then they poured brass in afterwards, and you had a brass part.
Have you seen
It was
the?
really freaking cool.
Have you seen cold casting?
I have not.
It's basically a powder, and you mix this thing, and you never have to heat it up, and it turns. It's basically metal.
Oh, really?
It's with powder, but you don't have to use heat at all. You don't have to put it in an oven or anything.
That's
It's actually pretty
really
badass.
interesting. Yeah. So that's what got
should
me
try
into
that.
it was the idea of casting. I don't have a furnace yet, but that's probably the next project
Yeah.
Okay.
after I finish the Humvee and,
Well, fuck.
and the rest
Weren't
of
you
3D
into? You
printing.
were into forging and shit, right?
Yeah. I've got. I actually I haven't turned on my forge in years. So when we moved to Vegas, they just didn't have space, and it just sat in the garage the whole time. When we moved back, I brought it back, and I
Bought a
actually forged some soft door latches for my Humvee
His tank.
at a 3/8 inch bar.
That's sick.
It was going to be too difficult to bend by hand without jigs, and I didn't have time to make any. So I popped it in the forge and threw it on the anvil and hammered them out. So it was
Badass.
yeah.
But
It was
then
pretty quick.
you mastered the art of 3D printing. penises.
I wouldn't say that I've mastered it. Do we want to show some of these before?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's show
Okay,
some of
let's
these.
take a look at them.
So while he's opening up that box, sort of our game plan today, we're gonna bring up Miah,
Poor Miah.
just because you guys haven't seen him in a while. But we're gonna tell him that Bruce is starting a new
New business.
business,
Side hustle.
Side hustle, yeah.
to bring in a little bit of income. Jesus don't have time to edit this, so he can't cuss and swear and tell us to fuck off
Yeah.
because Jesus don't have time to edit this. Tomorrow.
Yeah, we can tell him because he's gonna not buy it when we say not swear. We'll tell him that he can swear, but he can't be like
just don't
don't be
yeah,
yourself.
don't overdo it because
Don't be yourself. yeah, we don't want crows. Like we don't want ravens.
No
sounds.
crows. Yeah. No, that's
just
it.
like tame it down a little bit, get rated from 1 to 10. Each product that he brought.
Yeah, look at the quality, feel it.
He's gonna go through some of the ones Jesus. We're gonna throw them in the box.
Yeah, we're gonna throw these in the box, Bruce.
and then he's gonna get into the penises.
Let's take a look at some of these.
Yeah, we'll start
No.
with.
Don't let
Don't
him
show 'em?
show
Okay.
any of the
All
ones
right.
that are not Jesus. Don't let him show any of the ones that are Jesus's, because then Maya's obviously gonna be like, I don't want that one. I want the other one.
Yeah, he's gonna want the.
So we're gonna have to start out.
He's
with
gonna
one
want
of
the
these.
Buddha, not the dick. And
So we
I
can
mean,
leave these out then.
I think we
and
all
then
know
have him
that-
choose from those.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. Just so that he sees that some of these might be legit,
Yeah,
That's yeah.
and so you can be like, these are my
but he's
showstoppers.
not- Yeah, but he's not rating any of those. He's
No,
only
you're not gonna
rating
rate
the-
those.
He's only rating.
He's
the
only
dicks.
gonna rate the yeah. You can say showstoppers.
you can tell him that he's planning on going to that porn convention in January when. They
Oh yeah, yeah. And so Bruce is just going to be like, no, this is like I did some research, and this is the kind of stuff that
top-selling
sells.
shit, Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially
so
in
let's
Vegas,
start
where I'm
with,
from.
There you go.
Yeah, it's the holidays. A lot of people are baking cookies and giving them to neighbors. So here,
There's a good
So
Star
today,
shaped,
today we did we're gonna do a gift exchange for a Christmas party.
Yeah.
Can I buy that
set?
pen holder for the guy that I got?
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
What
you got
year is
me,
it
I'm
gonna
gonna
be?
be fucking
3D printing.
Huh?
What year
You
was
didn't know
it
if I got-
made?
I just
Would you
got
look
it. It's
So it's brand new?
Yeah, they just came
Man.
out with the
The quality improved a lot.
Ender 3 V2. They just launched.
So that's
it
a
this year
cookie
sometime.
penis cutter, huh?
Yep, that's the
Yeah.
penis cookie cutter.
Did you say this was 0.2?
Yeah, these are all
real?
0.2 millimeter layers. Yeah,
That's really good for 0.2.
Let me see the penis cutter.
All right, so I've got some coat hooks.
Don't act like you don't want to grab
I've
it.
already seen it.
Coat hooks.
So did I, but
I made
not
him
in
cookies
Hawaii.
with that already, so he's already eaten
did?
them all. Yeah.
What are these?
Coat hooks.
You ate
shit.
cookies?
Yeah.
Put that on the wall. And
Yeah, so put it on the
You ate
wall,
some
hang your
cookies out of
coat
this
from
already?
it. No.
He said you ate some already.
Are these your initials?
They are not. That's and I feel bad because I got all of these off of the internet. I didn't make any of these except for the pen holder. That's a real model.
Bruce.
That's a you.
That's really me.
That's an original. That's an original. Does it have the burn mark and everything?
It's actually underneath the. When you see it, you'll
Is
understand.
it true to size?
Well, I actually made it smaller just so that the pen would fit in there. Right.
These are little coat hangers.
Yeah. So those are coat hangers. You just screw them to the
Watch
wall.
them walk
and-
into
What
my
fill do you
house
put
with
on
it.
these?
I do 15% on prototypes
Okay.
because I mean they don't need to be super strong if I'm going to do the 0.2 layer lines anyway. So here's some buttons. I made 9
Are
little
you seeing
buttons.
these little penises?
And you
John?
can't. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a little button. It's got 2 holes in it. You just sew it to your
Do you,
shirt.
do you ever
It's
follow
just-
Needless Inventions?
I do. I love that.
That dude's fucking awesome. He's got like 20 3D printers and makes a shitload of stuff.
All right. Then I got a rape whistle for John.
Yeah, he's been
Nice.
blowing on
He
that
already
thing
blew on
already,
that one,
Yeah,
so
I don't wanna
that one's
blow.
got to be his.
Okay.
You better get
Have you
hanging
seen the
around your
buttons?
neck.
Have you seen the buttons?
Yeah, I did see those.
We need to make John. We need to make Jeremiah put those buttons on a shirt.
Absolutely.
And wear it to shot.
I was hoping that you guys had a shirt with his name on it already, that we could have sewn those on there,
shit.
and then you just give it to him and don't mention it.
The next time you run shirts for him.
Done.
All right. So then,
So don't bring those up then?
if you
No, yeah,
search out
definitely.
the buttons, no, we can bring them.
definitely,
Yeah,
yeah.
he'll
He'll forget
appreciate
about
the
them.
gesture
He'll
of
forget
you
about
sewing them on there.
Maya's too nice.
He's gonna have to.
He's gonna pretend like he doesn't like him, but he
How's he
likes
gonna have to slide it? Slide it.
No,
in
Maya's very supportive. You're gonna see. Maya's super supportive. He's gonna be like,
him. Yeah, until he
These
knows
are
that this
real.
is a joke.
This is my.
He's gonna be
these
all
are
about
really
it.
good.
yeah. Wow, man, these came out like the attention to that's what he's gonna do.
To the detail.
Yeah, to
You
do.
didn't have to actually do it, Jesus.
All right. So if you
I'm not
do
touching that.
if you do any 3D printing, there's a lot of these articulated toys. They call them like fidget toys or whatever. This one you can see is fairly
Full,
floppy. And what's cool about these is they're all print in place. So the other toys, like I made Wesley an octopus. One of my kids, I made him an octopus, and I made like a T-Rex and a raptor for the other kids. And they all kind of have this like print in place, but once you tear them off
You break it, yeah.
the plate, that they're just
immediately
it's
like
just
that.
a one piece toy. So
Print it
that's
out.
all printed. in
Do you
place.
think you can
how
add
long-
it to a dinosaur?
How
already?
long does it take to print? Say, for example, this one. on
So
yours?
that one was like 15 minutes tops.
Oh, you
For
can
real?
sell
fast.
You
It
can
was
sell a
fast.
fuckload of penises.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Lots
that one
and
was
lots
really
of
fast.
penis.
Holy shit! This
cookie
took like
cutters.
8 hours.
Yeah, some of the other ones, like this
fucking
one,
insane.
this one I think took 8 hours. So that's the
That would have taken about probably
like
3 days on ours.
That's the pen holder. Just so you guys get a profile of it.
Oh my god.
So that's the pen holder.
So that's your
and,
invention.
And this one, yeah.
That's definitely.
I'd love to take credit for it, but I did not. I did not make that. That was just another. And believe it or not, trying to find 3D
Did he just rub that?
penis models.
Did he just do this?
he did do that.
And then he rubbed it a little bit.
Yeah.
Gave it a little nick on the head.
Do you use
Believe it or not, trying to find penis models on the internet does not take you generally to 3D printer models. So if you want to find 3D printer models that are penises, you better go to the right sites first and then try to find the penises. Because if you just search penis
Yeah.
model, it doesn't get you to
Which one do
3D
you use?
printers.
Which one do you use?
Thingiverse.
That
And, yeah, that
Thingiverse.
yeah.
I like Thingiverse.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
So Maker's Muse, or I can't remember. The Thingiverse is for a specific type of printer, or at least it was a community built around that specific type of printer. But a 3D model is a 3D model.
Yeah.
So if you have a model for a different printer, you just put it through your slicer, and it creates the G code for you.
Yeah.
So
You just need what is it, STL?
Yeah,
file?
you just need an STL file, and you tell it this is the layer size, this is the machine, because all the machines are going to be a little bit different. When you do, the distance per step.
do
on
what
the
I know
motors.
you're gonna do.
You know what I was thinking right now? We can't put this one in it because Miah seen this one.
Yeah, no, that's what I said.
No. Those are Jesus's.
Oh,
ways,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right on her forehead. Right on her forehead. Well, you know what I was thinking you could do with this? Like as a gag, you buy a toy for somebody and then you just like super glue that onto the.
That's true.
And it's just like flopping around. Like, that.
So what size is your?
You should do like an eye
size is-
patch. Hey Craig, how you doing, buddy?
So what's the maximum size you can make your prints? Or what's the? Is it
my-
a 250?
Yeah, my bed size is 220 by 220 by
220.
250. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that one's 500.
millimeters?
The one we have there.
Millimeters,
But
yeah.
it's 500 by 500 by 500. But once you start getting to like, it doesn't work that well.
Jesus picked it out, by the way.
Yeah. No, it's a great printer.
wanna
but
give
it's
that
a-
What
back?
brand is it?
No,
It's a.
We
I think
gotta
it's the same
fucking
brand
do
as
it.
yours.
Okay.
But it's a
Yeah.
CR10.
you
or
want to
something.
do it, don't you?
You gotta give it back so that we can get
Do
my
you
out
use
there.
that one pad that like you can take off and
The magnetic one? No, mine's glass. And the glass has really good adhesion. But
Bro, this place-
You know what works really
did
well?
you just rub that on his face?
Almost.
Yeah.
He tried hard.
The spray glue.
Yes, the
That
spray
works.
adhesive hairspray.
Hairspray. I
Hairspray
haven't tried
works really
hairspray,
good.
but
Yeah.
the spray adhesive.
Honestly,
it
the-
works too good.
The
sometimes.
glass by
Like,
itself, if the glass is
If
clean,
you get the cheaper one, Jesus, like
It's
the Elmer
good.
one,
yeah.
I think that's better.
That's the one I use.
The Elmer one.
Yeah. And sometimes it works too well. Sometimes it's hard to peel off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because
that
that's the one
glass
I
is-
heard that's easier to peel off.
if
I
you
think
have
that glass is
floppy
warped a little
magnetic.
though.
I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
Maya to come up here.
It does. It does. So right now I'm printing a bunch of bolts, 12 millimeter bolts, because my I bought a truck and it's got some holes in the body where they mounted armor on it, and
okay.
I'm gonna plug them with these 3D printed
Bolts.
instead of buying a bunch of metal bolts because it's a half-inch bolt. It needs to be about 2 inches long. If I have to buy 30 or 40 of those plus nuts to match, it's going to be expensive.
That surprises
And if I
me
can just
how-
3D print the bolt and the nut and just print them in place, break them off of there, go and put them on there. That way I can get the right size. If I screw one up, it's not a big
Yeah, it
deal
don't
because it
matter.
was 10 cents or less. I mean, the filament is dirt cheap. You can
Yeah,
get
it's
a
like
kilogram of
$30,
filament
yeah.
for $18.
18?
On it, I used Overture Eco PLA, and it's
okay.
like a biodegradable. Not that I give a shit about that.
Yeah, fuck the environment is what
but-
he says.
but it was the
So does
cheapest one on
China,
there.
so
Yeah.
And that's where the 3D printer came from. So I think it, just true to form for the manufacturer.
Yeah.
But-
How much was your 3D printer?
So the Ender 3 on their website is $250, and that's what I paid. It's $250.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's good.
We paid
$250.
Yeah.
I think ours was like 900
What?
bucks. huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking cheap.
Yeah.
No, it's stupid cheap.
Yeah, so if you want to
Really
if you want to make toys for yourself,
Yeah, I'll start printing out some dicks.
Yeah. I
I'll
think I'm
sell
gonna
the
buy one
shit
for
out of
my
some
house.
dick cookie cutters.
Be badass.
We'll make all sorts of dick
So
shaped cookie cutters.
And the only problem is all of the stuff that I got on here, I got off of either Thingiverse or some other
Do you have
website.
a program to design your own?
I do. So you can get Fusion 360, and
Yeah,
that's
that's
free.
what I use.
It's free for non-commercial use. So if you start selling stuff, but
Oh,
you're
then
making
you
it out
gotta
of it,
pay,
then
yeah.
you're supposed to pay. It's not like they're auditing
Watching you and
people.
stuff.
It's they can't. But if you're honest, then you'll pay for it. There are some other ones that are free even for commercial use. Like I think OpenSCAD I think is free. But you can design all of your models in those.
My Mini Factor is the other one that I like to use. That one's cool because there's a part where it's called 3D Scan the World, and so you can go in there and it has famous statues, it has famous landmarks that you can 3D print. It's pretty badass.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you use is he on his way up here?
do you-
Okay.
He hasn't answered me.
You close your box.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good point. Good point. There's no hole in this box, so he's not going to see it.
Where is he going to sit? Is he going to...
I'll get out.
No,
I'll get out.
You can sit right here.
So, do you use anything like Octopi, or there's a couple different distributions for the Raspberry Pi that you can control your 3D printer using your Raspberry Pi? And that's what I've got. That's where I got that time lapse from. Is it's got a time lapse built into it, and you can
Because
just say.
I had it hooked up to the computer because I had it in my office for a bit, and I just run it off of that. But the SD card's easier.
Yeah.
It's faster.
Well, the SD card's really easy, and I transfer everything with
Tell
the
them to
SD
do
card. But once you have the SD card and you plug it in, you can tell your Raspberry Pi that's plugged into it. You can say, now print this file that's on the SD card. It'll load and print it, but you can also control all of it from your phone.
Oh, that's badass.
Anywhere. Like I've got just on my phone, I just use my web browser and you browse to it. You got a username and password. You can increase the temperature, decrease the temperature.
I want to try that.
It's really pretty cool, and it's all free. Like all of the Raspberry Pi stuff, or most of the Raspberry Pi stuff, is either free or very reasonably priced. And there's so many people that love doing that
He
stuff.
just did.
Have you tried
He
any
said
gun
he'll be up
stuff?
in a sec.
Any what?
Like gun stuff.
I think it's here.
I have not, but I'm thinking about it. I found a Glock lower, and I was gonna try that, but I wasn't.
You wouldn't be.
I haven't done it yet.
Glock lower, no, that's not bad.
No,
Yeah.
my main concern right now is I only have PLA filament. So
Yeah.
if I go to ABS, then I will probably
ABS
do
is
that.
a little
It's-
tougher to 3D print just because you have to make sure the temperature doesn't change. Like here, the temperature changes is
Yeah.
too much for ABS,
Yeah,
and it starts to warp.
Yeah, it'll warp.
It'll warp, and PLA doesn't warp at all.
So you have to keep a pretty constant
Yeah.
temperature
'Cause
where you're printing.
Yeah.
Because we 3D printed some jigs like right at the beginning when we first got it, and they worked pretty good on the vacuum. And we tried it again with that different material, and it started like right here, this part, it started caving in, and
Yeah.
so the sheaths were coming out really tight. But like I think it was the Three Bros. I think we did those with a 3D printer.
No.
That's really
And
cool.
I think we still press those.
Yeah,
and they
that's
still
it.
work. But now we just make them out of metal. It's faster because we can just cut it out with the plasma.
So Miah,
Yeah.
we obviously we're talking about 3D printing.
Yep.
Yeah, these are mine.
Before we
I
get
prefer
into it,
this one.
do you want something to drink?
Sure.
I'm feeling kind of fancy, so I'll drink some wine.
Done.
Yeah, you don't.
Miah, what are you drinking?
The wine? Fuck it.
We got some brandy over there if you want.
I'll do some wine.
Either one of those is fine.
Anyway,
Wine.
Wine. He said wine also. Just give him that mug or something. fancy,
fuck.
fancy-ish.
was that in the freezer?
What?
No, but it looks like it. But no.
It looks
No,
frosted.
no. The junior actually brought that for me from Mexico when he was done.
Oh, and you wouldn't touch it.
What?
You don't. You wouldn't touch it. You don't want to use it.
No, I
Hey,
do
that's
for
enough.
beer.
Hey,
Why?
careful, John. You gotta knock shit over, man.
Giving him a pretty stiff pour over there.
Just be careful, John, because I can't edit this
God
afterwards.
damn it,
I just want
John.
to do it like quickly. I don't want to mess
God
with it.
damn it.
All right, Miah. So here's what's going on.
Okay.
Bruce, how come you poured him so much? Just kidding.
You didn't pour me enough.
So Bruce recently picked up a 3D printer.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking to get into like a side hustle. I mean, he's making good money where he's working, but but you can always make more.
Yeah, there's
Right.
side hustles are.
There's always more money to be made, and he's looking for something easy, like turn on a 3D printer, push a few buttons, let the fucker run while
Yeah.
he does his normal job.
things are badass.
You still working
So-
from home, Bruce?
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's printed off a few things, and we've already gone through them and rated kind of like what we
Just-
thought,
just
what we
keep
think he
the-
should make to sell.
Keep the swearing thing lowered because Jesus not gonna have time to edit all this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can swear stuff.
You can
out,
swear a
but
little
just
bit.
don't.
But try to. We've been trying to cut back on the dirty jokes and shit. But
Yeah.
But there's
so
a lot of
there's
dirty
still-
jokes
okay.
to be said, but just
Yeah.
keep it tame.
yeah. And so he's got a few items, and we're gonna have you rate them like 1 to
You
10.
know what? What do you think of Jesus?
Like, what
yeah,
First
what do you
one.
think about mine first? This one,
Outstanding.
this one's not.
Because we just found out.
Be honest
that
though.
Jesus,
Be honest though.
That
Jesus is
that knife
tighter
isn't that
or
big.
looser
Mine's
or smaller.
mine's
Smaller.
smaller but
Definitely
higher
smaller.
quality.
Definitely smaller.
His is bigger, but quality's. But
Quality's pretty
I looked
badass,
at
man.
him.
It's pretty good.
It's better than mine.
Looked like it was
to be
pretty good
honest.
quality.
It was better than mine.
I need to do
So
some
it's
of
bigger
these
and
like
better.
high detail models, and I actually do have a higher detail model in here. But the problem with the high detail models
Yes,
is
you
that they're
do.
expensive.
Yeah.
They take
Yeah.
longer to print.
And so,
So
you gotta like
his goal is to eventually turn them into into metal. Like so,
Oh,
you'll melt.
cast pieces.
You'll cast them.
So
Yeah.
Bruce,
Some
you've
of them,
done
yeah.
some research, right?
Yeah, I've done hours of research. I looked at not market share, but it's market research on what sells, especially for Christmas. With Christmas coming up, I'm trying to put together my online store, and these are the models that were the most lucrative that stay on the
That's
shelf.
so-
the
yeah,
least amount of time.
easy to sell.
Do you have a Buddha in there?
No, there's no Buddha.
Well, kind of.
No.
No,
Unless he's shipping to India, Buddha's probably not a top seller.
Why not? These are cool.
it's
sure they
not
are.
so bad here, but
Looks like John.
yeah. So what do you guys think? What should I start with? I
Small,
gotta
start small.
Yeah, start
small?
with the smaller.
Yeah.
How about the what? Oh, am I out of the shot? Okay.
Probably the shirt thing.
The fidget toy.
Oh, the fidget toy or the shirt? The
You
shirt
sure
buns?
the
The
shirt.
shirt.
You
the button
start.
buttons.
That
You
fidget
gotta
one.
go in the order you want to go in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think the
So,
shirt buttons were cool.
Let me get these buttons. And again, these are just the things that have the highest sell value. There's a bunch of them in here, and they're so small they got under the flap. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so these are the shirt buttons. And
You have to be
believe it or
supportive.
not, these sell like hotcakes. And I can print like 40 of these at a time, and a set of 10 will go for like $6.
Yeah, they're little tees.
Like this literally will.
Yeah.
So if you could sell, you can sell a set
So
of 10
they're
for
little
$6.
tees.
$6.
What's your like cost?
I bet I'm into these between my time. If I value my time at engineering rates, they're pretty expensive. But if I value it at like $20-$30 an hour, then my time into these is probably 5 minutes. My time setting up the printer, making sure the filament's in there, getting the model ready, cleaning it up, and hitting the start button. So that's about 5 minutes my time and less than $1 in filament. I bet I could make
do you think of the
a
quality?
few thousand of these out of the
Compared to
1
these.
kilogram of filament.
Because his is actually a cheaper 3D printer than ours. Yet, since it's newer, they've improved basically the
newer
technology
firmware.
is
Yeah.
a little bit better.
coming
So
out
Would
with
you, would
better-
you sport some
I
of
think
those on
they-
your shirt?
So your cost on these, like you
I
were saying,
personally would not.
on these little tees,
No?
no.
I
would call
told
these
them
are
to make me
tees.
some red ones. I would sport them.
Yeah.
yeah,
Dude, that'd
You
be
wouldn't-
sick.
you wouldn't wear-
Tell me who else has
little tees.
Those buttons.
Yeah.
Little T
Nobody has
buttons.
those buttons.
little T buttons.
What's the T for?
For tops, actually.
Tops.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your cost,
Why are you laughing?
So Bruce, your cost
Damn
not
it,
including
Miah.
the filament. This is
Yeah.
legit. Your
It
cost
is
not
legit.
including the filament is like $250.
Yeah.
So how much filament? How much
filament?
filament do you think? I mean, you're talking pennies at that
Yeah.
with those
Yeah,
probably, right?
because these are probably a gram or less, and the filament's a
kilogram.
thousand. Yeah,
Yeah,
kilogram is
1,000
$18. So I mean, I'm
So you're talking
literally
pennies.
in it. Yeah,
Yeah. So really, your cost is less than $3 on a set of 10.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
and I
I-
can flip those for $6.
And
'Cause
you,
I
can,
bought-
and you can print 40 of them at a time. You can print
Yep.
4 sets at a time.
And that's if I put them on just like this. I haven't even optimized the print. I might
Oh,
be able
shit.
to
So
do
if you
80 or
rearrange
100
the-
at a time.
the-
Because
Yeah.
what he said is he could melt them down and do them out of the
Brass. I mean,
brass
he could
or
cast them out
bronze,
of
yeah.
aluminum.
Cast
He
them out
could,
of brass.
yeah, you can do whatever.
yeah.
Then you're
What, like
you're-
sand casting or?
Yeah, pretty much. It's investment casting. It's just a little bit more detail.
Yeah, the cold casting thing I thought was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
that is really cool.
So 1 to 10, like we're
Quality
talking like
wise.
more than 50% margin on those.
Probably sell 10 of those for $10.
So,
You think so?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Dollar
rate-
is
well, he's
the
saying
price.
that they're
rate them
selling
one
Market
to 10.
research
What would you
said
rate
6.
those? Like, check them out.
See, this is one that was cold casted, and then they add it to make it look weathered. But it's like
That's pretty
shit.
sick.
That is
it's
really cool.
badass, yeah. And here's
You want to show the camera that, or
I
no?
did.
Oh, okay.
That's who I showed first.
They didn't show nothing.
So yeah, 1 to 10, Miah.
shit,
He can sell those at about $6 a set, basically.
1 to 10, what would you rate them?
Quality wise?
Worth the time, not like all, just
Yeah.
kind of all around, like worth the time, not worth the time.
Money
would you buy them?
wise, I would not.
Why not?
Um,
T for tops.
rolling with this joke, huh?
this might be my
Well,
livelihood.
not the
Miah.
T, not the T for tops.
Why do you think his thing's a joke? Anyway, here's the powder. It's
want a
like
shot,
17
Miah?
bucks
Huh?
You want a shot?
for
Yeah.
a bag of that. So this is copper. The copper one's like 17 bucks.
I'll have to take a look at that
Yeah.
because I was just talking to one of my buddies about doing the 3D printing as prototyping and then
Finished
doing
it
that
off.
out of it.
Iron powder is 16 bucks.
That's really cool. I'd be interested to do some actual tests on that to see what
Jesus, pass that down.
strength is.
Please.
Yeah.
Por favor.
Yeah, because I was gonna order it and then I'm like, but am I really gonna do it? Like, do I have the time to? So it's
pretty cool, huh?
I've never ordered any.
Did you not see that yet?
Just
Hit-
put it
Maya?
closer, like to your upper lip, because it's gonna spill. I promise you.
Okay.
Yeah, it spills. That's the last shot, so just put the whole thing in your mouth. Who cares?
Yeah.
There you go. John did
sorry.
it too.
So, did he rate those yet or no?
No.
No, he didn't. He said he wouldn't buy those pieces of shit.
What do you think of that
And
tequila?
then,
So
I do
you,
not say that.
and then,
What do you think
I
of that
would not-
tequila?
and then
what do you
Bruce
think of that
told
tequila, Maya?
That's nice.
It's kind of got almost like a rum flavor. Here's one more, right?
A little bit. What kind is that?
So Bruce, while they're figuring that out, what,
Adictivo tequila. My brother-in-law gave me some when I was down in Mexico.
how much do you think you'd have to make in order to make this your full-time gig instead of doing it part-time right now? Or do you, because you have a career, right?
Yeah,
so
I
you
do.
wouldn't change
yeah,
it.
I would need to make. I'd have to make a lot. And right now, this is a side gig.
Money bags
is,
over there.
is currently.
I have to make.
Yeah.
Look, ooh.
He
Yeah.
would.
I
he
would have to
yeah.
make more than I can make with just one printer.
Yeah, of course.
even at running full time, I'd probably have to have 2 or 3.
And then with
different
ratings
printers.
like Maya, you didn't even rate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maya. What do you think?
1 out
on
of 10.
this? 1 to 10.
10.
10?
10.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Quality-wise,
Just because of the margin you're talking about, like, or
yeah, money-wise.
I mean, that's a
the
pretty good
quality-
margin.
Yeah.
Over 50%. That's solid.
Well, see, the cool thing about 3D
10's
printers
awfully
is
high.
I can take this.
I would
right,
think so too. But
Yeah.
I could blow this up to 300 or 400%, and it could be coat buttons instead of shirt buttons.
Oh shit, that's true.
Oh, it scales easily. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
Yeah.
That is true.
You can make them smaller.
One
and make
giant
'em like,
button.
Yeah, make them cufflinks or something. Yeah,
Mine would
exactly.
like a giant button.
Yeah.
Of a T.
Of a T
For
like
tops.
this.
It'd be badass.
We'll give him
So
his
have,
own
have you
mic.
ever have you ever tried the one that's that it's in liquid and it's
The resin printers, yeah, the photo,
Ooh, that'd be badass.
They're really cool. They are very well, and obviously all of this depends on the model, but they can be very, very, very accurate.
Really?
The resin ones, they can make
really?
a lot better looking models than these.
They don't have the lines like these do?
They're still, and I haven't used one. I've only seen like YouTube videos of them, but the lines are much less pronounced. Or not.
I would say if it's
not there
resin,
at all.
yeah, that it probably it's like hardening as the
Yeah.
layers add up. So their lines are probably less.
There's some
And
metal 3D printers too.
The cool thing about the resin ones is so these ones you start out with a plate, right?
Yeah.
You start out with a plate, and the nozzle comes down and deposits the filament, and moves around like this. The resin ones, the base plate sits at the resin line, and then they shoot UV lights at it, and then it lifts the part out of the resin. So the resin's coming out of a bath as you do it. It's really cool looking.
I used to be a shareholder for a company that had software to run tests on metal printed stuff, and so there was a company that was making parts for what's the company that makes I can't remember what the company is, but basically it's like they were 3D printing metal parts for planes.
Okay.
For this one part, and what they did was they'd run software to make sure that there were like that many imperfections and stuff. I have never lost so much money as I did. I lost probably
That
like
was that good, huh?
Yeah, I lost probably like $8,000.
Ouch.
So
That's painful.
it was.
All right, are you ready for the next
Yeah,
model?
so the next one.
Okay, so these are some coat hangers, and actually these are I think a little bit smaller than I printed 2 of them, but the other one just disappeared. There it is. So these are coat hangers, and I printed 2 of these. So these you just screw them to the wall. You can either do them upside down like this, or you can do them right side up, and then
Don't
you just
poke his
hang
eye
your
out.
coat. You just hang your coat from it.
Yeah.
So quality-wise, Maya, quality-wise.
Quality-wise, it's pretty good. Dude, I can't edit this. Come on, man. At least hold it for as
Sorry.
much as you can.
Look, you might laugh, but I can sell the pair of these for $4, and that's like 40 cents worth of filament or less. I mean, it's
these are great.
kind of the same overhead. The thing is, I could.
Did you make this little part right here so that the coat doesn't fall off?
Yeah, the coat won't fall off. Yeah,
yeah.
And then the bottom part just gives it more stability when you're.
That's
screwing
very
it. Like,
smart
it's just
because
the
usually it's
strength
just
of
a
the
flat
model.
fucking
Yeah.
thing. So it's cool that you put this whatever this is on it so that it holds the coat from falling off.
Yeah,
It's got a little bit of a kink too, so it's like
Yeah, it bends up just a little bit if you look at it from the profile there.
Yeah.
Can you see that, Miah?
Yes.
So yeah, no,
Yes,
that's
I
it.
can.
So what would you? So you already rated this a 10. So this is what
Oh
an
my
11.
God.
Because this is cooler than this.
Holy
I think it's
fuck.
way
You
cooler.
know
Yeah.
what? I think I want to buy some of those from my shop and make a coat hanger.
Yeah, that'd be badass.
Even a belt hanger. Even to hang my
do
belts.
these
Aprons?
scale well too?
Yeah,
'Cause,
absolutely.
can hang your aprons from it.
Somebody might want to hang his coat
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, you know, if you make them big enough, you could probably fit like a suction cup and have like a on the go.
That's true.
A suction cup.
That's true. So in case you want to use it in different
So
parts
that
of the
means
bag.
you add about 25 to 50 cents for the suction cup.
Yeah. Yep.
and then it can charge more because it's now portable.
Yeah. Exactly.
It can be repositioned and
If
I
you
can make
really
these all different. If black scares you in these coat hangers for some reason,
Dude,
I
come on.
got white, I got tan, I got yellow, I got anything.
you know what you can also add? You can
about
also
brown?
I can find some brown filament. Yeah.
you can add some stuff so that if you squeeze these little thingies here, you can get lotion on your hands.
Yeah,
so that
yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
winter, it gets dry out
That's
there.
true.
You put your
Yeah.
coat on, you get some lotion, you lotion it up, and
Yeah.
you're out the door. So
I think that'll work pretty
So
well.
everybody hearing this, if you guys ain't seeing this,
Go to
please
YouTube.
go to YouTube.
go to YouTube and you'll see some of these cool coat hangers. We got some T buttons. So what would you rate that? What's higher than a 10? I guess.
No. What would you rate it, Maya?
Could you scoot over
I
here?
can't
Maya.
even talk. I can't
Why
even
not?
talk right now.
You're
Yeah.
that impressed.
So
I think you're
Yeah.
gonna do well.
so
1 to
Maya,
10.
Yeah.
better or worse than the T buttons?
Yeah. So let's put them in order of how much you like them.
Yeah, like what do you
So-
think you should make?
So since you suck at rating,
Maya, check out how tight it is. Look at it.
yeah.
Grab it, then look how tight that weave is.
So since you're,
Yeah.
how does that look?
And there's no like variation. So like cheaper printers,
Call it a
the bottom of it will move back and forth, right? And you'll get like layer differences, so it'll look like it shifted. But these are straight on there.
So we'll go from less liked to more liked as you go that way.
Yeah,
Where
so
would you put
yeah.
these? Because
So-
your ratings suck. So either you like it more than this or less.
Yeah, and then in the end we'll have it. You'll land on what he should make.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
goal here.
That's the
What
goal.
he should start with.
Because you can only start with one thing. You can't do all of them.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
He
So-
can probably.
Well, I
So
can,
better-
but it's just
Better or worse than the T buttons?
I like the buttons better.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, these are way
Okay.
cooler.
all right, all right.
He likes the buttons better. It's fine.
If these were bigger or smaller,
Would you
they
prefer
be-
'em?
Yeah.
Yeah. If they had the lotion where you could squeeze
No,
for the
the
lotion.
suction
just-
The
just
lotion
bigger
doesn't
on
make
the
any
cup.
sense, but the suction cup makes
don't
a
think
lot of
so?
sense. If it had the
It's
suction
winter.
cups, but still, like you don't
okay.
get lotion out of a
Coat
coat hanger.
hanger?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's fair. But if it had suction cups, would that up the ante a little bit? Do you think?
Okay. Well, let's do the next one. He chose.
right.
He made his choice.
Okay.
Is this Christmas one? The Christmas one?
So we could do that one just to demonstrate the food safety.
food, yeah, the-
Okay.
the
So
cookie one?
it is Christmas. People are baking cookies. I made a cookie cutter. So it's about I don't know a quarter-inch deep there, so that you can make your sugar
A little
cookies.
bit, little bit more,
decorate
about
them.
3/8.
It's
yeah.
a weird shaped snowman because
Yeah.
So usually it's a big
Like
ball,
3 balls. Yeah.
a medium ball,
Yeah.
and then a little ball.
Yeah,
So
this
he
one's
put
just
two
two
middle
balls
one- the
and
middle
kind of
one
like
fucking
a
melted.
cylinder, and then
a head, and then the
yep.
two balls.
Yeah,
like
this is
two
for stability
snowballs.
for the snowman.
Yeah, for the snowman. Yeah,
for sure.
I think these
Seriously,
snowmen hold up
I
more.
think that
The
would
other, but the
sell
thing
really
is,
well.
the thing is, it's a double.
I think it will.
There's a
Yeah.
double meaning there because you could do the snowman or like parts of a gingerbread man.
That is
and then
true.
you just
Yeah.
assemble the gingerbread man after you cut the parts.
That is true.
So you can get snowman or gingerbread man out of this.
I think my legs because this one he can put in his mouth. like easier because that's
and
what
that's
it's
the
for.
thing is
Yep.
it's important to note that PLA is food and body safe.
It is. So it's
Oh,
pet
nice.
cheese,
Yeah, okay.
by the way.
Yeah.
PETG is also food safe.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know
So-
about PLA though. I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
PLA. Yeah,
ABS is the one that's
and
not, right?
this is biodegradable.
Oh,
not
nice.
this one, but
That
but
one
PLA
wouldn't
is
work with the
biodegradable.
suction cup on it.
No, you.
No.
And
Not like
again,
the
I can
coat
make it
hangers.
bigger, smaller. Like if
If
you
you
think
want a
it'd be
giant
better.
cookie, just
All right. So for this next
Hold
one,
up,
I want
before
you
you go to the
oh,
next one.
Okay. All right.
Maya, how would you eat a giant cookie if it was made out of that? Like, say you have a giant cookie in your hand, 12 inches long. How would you eat it?
I think orientation on here.
giant
Like, are you taking a bite out of like right here, or like right in the middle here, or are you going end on? Like you're gonna bite the head.
How
first.
would you eat a 12-inch cookie? Seriously.
All at once.
there you go.
No. But how would you grab it? Like, say,
Yeah, fuck the
12
Shel
I
Silverstein
hand you a
lady
12-inch
that ate
cookie.
a whale, right?
So you'd
12-inch
you'd
cookie.
support the back of it.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so
smart.
how would
Very
you
nice.
eat it? You got
Yeah.
12. Grab the 12-inch cookie.
Because you don't want it to break
Okay,
when you're
correct.
trying to eat it. So
Grab the 12-inch cookie in your hand right now. Let that one go. Grab the 12-inch cookie. Grab it. Grab the 12-inch cookie, man.
I don't want a 12-inch cookie.
Okay. Well, we'll move on to the next
All
one.
right.
All right,
So
the
the next
next
one is going to be.
pussy
What's the next one?
All right. So I want you to imagine this.
Okay, close your eyes.
You go out hiking.
Close your
right?
eyes so you can imagine.
You get lost. It's cold. You're hungry.
Oh, fuck.
That you know that they're trying to search for you.
That
you
one,
need
I gave that one a good
a
rating.
whistle.
Okay, without
All
looking
right.
at it, can you blow on this whistle?
No.
See how loud? Why not?
So just so
a
you know,
real whistle.
I brought two. John blew on this one.
Yeah, John blew on.
No, he can wipe it down.
Maya, part of the
No,
thing
you
here is
can
that it's
use
got to
this.
be functional. So we got to make sure that this thing
Does it work?
Yeah.
Can we see if it works?
Does
So-
it work?
Okay, go ahead. Oh shit, that works pretty good actually.
That's loud as fuck.
We
Yeah.
made a
Yeah.
death whistle, and it didn't work that well. I think Leo
Mine
still
did.
has it. Does it?
Mine
Yours
did.
did?
Yeah.
Ours didn't, huh? Because Edgar has a real death whistle, and that one's way loud.
So do I, but that one looked. That sounds good too.
So can you blow on it like up and down like this, just for so the camera can see
Yeah,
it?
blow it.
There we go.
That's
It does work pretty
wonderful.
well. You just
So what would you
blew a
rate
bunch
that?
of,
What would you rate that? And I'll tell you what I
So
rated
this
it.
one is better than the cookie cutter, or
So far, the cookie cutter's in the lead.
yeah, because
yeah.
obviously
safe
food.
to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, cookie cutter.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
Holy shit!
Really?
all right.
Yeah.
See, I actually like these.
But the whistle has utility, Maya.
Yeah. So do buttons.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But
This
But
is
you say you
who's
wouldn't
gonna
wear a
take
fucking
buttons?
shirt with
Who's gonna
buttons.
take buttons off of their shirt and then sew different buttons on?
I would.
That seems like
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
wouldn't
work.
know.
Maya, how about for Shot Show you sport some of those?
So that's why I would put the buttons low on the list.
He would. That's a yes.
Yeah, that's a yes.
He doesn't know how to
absolutely.
say yes without saying yes. I got it. I got you.
Perfect.
Okay. Is this the final? How
No,
many
I got
do you-
two more.
Yeah,
This
two
is-
more.
This is a
more.
really strange order. I feel like.
It is.
All right. So
It is a very strange order.
fidget toys are really
This one will
popular
probably
now,
be over here
right?
on my list.
Like fidget spinners and just anything with tactile feedback. So I want you to just pick that one up and really give it a feel and
Yeah,
see
see how-
if
see
that
how
would
it-
help with like your ADHD or any sensory disorder that somebody might have.
You just spit on your penis, dude.
How much? How much can you sell that fidget toy for?
So this fidget toy, it's a lot more complex, and they actually go for about $8 to $10. And there's a lot less filament in that than there is
sad.
in the rest of these.
Oh
Really?
shit!
Yeah.
So you can get like $10 out of that.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay,
It's
okay.
just as easy to print as
What do you
this.
think?
I know, but people really
Oh,
like the
they see
fidget
the
toy. Like
fidgety
yeah,
thing,
yep.
That's a good point.
Can you go like?
You
put
have
it
to
on-
print that out
So
in pieces.
you put it on your teeth and go like this?
That's print
Maya.
in place. All of that is printed in one piece, and once you break it off the board, that's what you get.
Maya, so
Yes.
put it in your teeth. Watch, try this. Put it in your teeth.
And go like
Just hold it in your teeth. Seriously, hold it in your teeth.
Go like that. No,
Hold it in your teeth. Seriously, try this. Try this. I didn't.
We
do
want
it
to see if it works.
Yeah,
Put it-
like
just hold it in your
think back to like
like
when you
like
were a
the-
kid and you
the
got one of
big
those
part.
snakes that move back and
Yes,
forth.
like
This
those
is exactly
articulated
what
When you
it
put it on your
is.
teeth, just go like this, up and down, and watch what it does.
It's badass. It
Seriously.
might hit you in the
Just
nose, but
like-
just do it carefully.
Put it in your teeth and go up and down. Just try it.
It'll be great. You're getting paid.
Not head first, but
Yeah, I knew he was going to do it head first. You're doing ball
Maya,
first, right?
Backwards.
Yeah.
Backwards.
Of course,
There you
of
go.
course.
And then go like this.
And now go like this. Like this.
No, up and down. There you go. See it flop?
Up, all the way. There you go. One
Did it
more
hit you in the
time.
Did it
nose?
hit you in the nose?
You should see my point of view, Skirts.
See, I told
My
you.
point
it
of view
works.
is great.
That works. It works. That totally works.
It's got a fair amount of flexibility.
It's sad.
I know. Why is this
oh
sad?
shit!
I don't know.
It's a
Okay,
fidget spinner.
So
You
where
saw
would
it.
you put it?
Other than in besides
in your mouth at
It's already
in,
been
in
there.
the order here.
It's already been there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, that was pretty good.
So Maya, where would you
pretty
put
good. Where would you put that one? Not
it?
in your mouth again.
Yeah, like ranking wise.
In the,
Yeah.
Don't take it home. Just saying.
Listen, if you want, you
I
can
think-
take the top ranked one home. It's up to you.
I think we should team up,
That's a good point.
Bruce. I think we should team up. We can make some cool
Absolutely.
things. Look
Oh,
at that.
that's excellent.
Like my gargoyle.
Why do you put a T on him though?
Oh,
It's,
shit, I put
it's
it-
a button for his shirt.
It's a bun for his shirt.
That
Yeah,
gargoyle's
it's
name is Trent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
Trent
T
the
is for-
gargoyle.
Where did you put that one?
Nefer-
Oh, nice.
Nefertiti?
Second place.
Really?
Really?
You like
That's
that
an
one?
interesting choice.
Right. I
They're very
still would not
popular.
put. I,
The fidget
these I
toys are
still would put
extremely
here.
popular.
Yeah, that's so weird to me.
These
That-
I would
that
probably
order is
put-
very strange.
I would put
I
at
put
least.
this, then probably the cookie cutter, then these, and then.
Oh,
the
wait, we
whistles.
got more.
Yeah.
And so this is the last
This
one?
is the last one. So, desk implements, paperweights, pen holders, staplers, that kind of stuff.
So this is like the
All
largest.
very
This is the
popular.
largest piece.
Yes.
Yeah.
How much
So
do you
this
think
is-
this one? How much do you think this one costs?
This one has the higher overhead.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of
There's a lot
overhead
more
on this
overhead.
one. A lot more overhead.
lot more. Yes.
So this one, before just so that you know you're familiar. This one takes about 8 to 10 hours to print, and I can only print one at a time.
That's the
if
thing,
I
yeah.
shrank it about 20%, I could maybe fit 2 on there.
What's the fill on that one?
The fill on this one
bet you it
is
feels really
10%.
good.
Really?
I did 10% fill on this. So it's empty. You could actually like cut open the side and
Do you,
you know,
what
put
do you
stuff
what do you
in
do?
it.
Do you
It's
do
almost hollow.
the do you
Yeah.
do the triangles? Do you do the hexagons or just the
on these ones?
crosshatches?
I did the grid.
Just the grid?
On the bolts that I'm printing right now, I did what they call adaptive cubic.
Yeah,
and,
I know.
it's stronger. The problem with the bolts is that the threads will separate from the head.
Oh,
but
okay.
this one, the head is very securely
Very
fastened.
securely on
so, so this is a pen holder. And,
Put the pen in there just to give
Yeah.
more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just so you can see that it works.
Absolutely functional. So
why is this color?
so
You know what? I feel like that needs a fancier pen.
yeah. Oh yeah. If you got a better one,
It can't just
Oh,
be.
here.
It can't
if
just
you
be.
painted this white,
that one don't
I
fit.
think it would look.
That one will fit.
Here.
See which
Oh.
one of those fits.
I think both of them will fit. Not at the same time, but oh, look at that.
That is bad.
fit
That looks
right
That
in
looks
there.
fancy. That looks.
It
Yeah.
fit both of them.
See,
Yeah.
look at that.
Serious?
Could you imagine having one of those on your desk?
Right here. Yeah.
Somebody comes in, they got to sign some
Yeah,
really
if you got to
important
sign
papers.
a lot of forms, take
Yeah.
it out, sign your form, stick it right back
I'm
in.
thinking of putting one of those on my conference table.
Yeah, this.
Yeah,
should,
that's
I
a good
still think
idea.
you should paint this white.
The
Yeah.
stuff around it, yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like the model is
you need that
supposed to be
contrast.
emerging
Yeah,
from
the contrast, yeah. 'Cause
And
it's
and
like
right
a-
now I don't have a. I don't know if yours is dual or
No,
multi
no, it's just a,
filament.
it's a single filament.
They make multi-filament ones where you can actually specify, hey, these layers are
This
going to be
color.
white,
Yeah,
these ones
that's
are going to
badass.
be black, and you can make it do multicolor, you can make it do a bunch of stuff.
So you'd have to upgrade before you could really. This one's kind of like a pipe dream almost.
yeah,
they
yeah.
paint well though. Like,
They
you can
do,
paint
yeah.
this white.
So this one market research set around $38 to $40, but
Oh,
there
fuck.
is mostly. See, and the thing is, the overhead of my time is the same. Here, do you want to hold it? I mean, like, just grab it. Maybe try putting the pen in it just so you can see how it feels and if you like it or not. But so this one, the overhead of me like loading the model and hitting the start button is about the same amount. Are you uncomfortable?
No,
You seem kind of uncomfortable.
No,
like-
he's used to being around these.
Okay,
So,
yeah,
Maya,
that's
would
what I
you,
thought. With so
would
many
you have
of
one of
these in
those pen holders on your desk?
Would you have? He would.
No.
Why not?
Why? Look at it up close. Look at it close. Look at
I'm looking.
Look how tight the layers are.
Yeah,
Look at the detail.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, if you really want to, you could probably use it like as a little tiny shot glass.
get some
You
whiskey
first.
or that.
No,
tequila.
I don't drink.
Yeah. See, that beer is 3/4 of the way full. He
Yeah.
pretends.
Look,
He pretends to drink
He
the
always
beer.
leaves it full.
Yeah. So anyway, where would you?
All right, yeah,
where
so
would
rate
you-
that one in
Where would
there.
you rate that? Because obviously overhead's going to be
Yeah,
a kind of an issue.
Yeah, so he can make more per item, but it takes way longer to print. If you did 2 different colors on that, if you did the white
hypnotized
on
by
the
it?
bottom,
The white and then the black.
yeah, if you did that, how much more could you make?
I bet that you could probably charge 60 for that. And people would
60.
do it,
Holy
yeah.
shit, that's a big jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if, for example, I have a really long pen? Could you make like a custom?
Oh,
one?
I could make one. Yeah, I could. You can stretch them X and Y and Z. So you could say like I
You could
just
make it
want it
bigger
to
to
be
fit
this and then
multiple
just,
pens?
Yeah,
Multiple pens,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
We could
Good.
scale it up
On top of each
so
other.
That yeah.
Yeah.
No, we could make it so that both of these pens fit right in there at the same time.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's-
I mean, this would obviously
That's a
be a little bit
technical term.
girthier, but yeah.
It is for
It
sure.
is very technical.
Yeah, the girth of the object.
Are you okay?
Probably not.
Anyway, where
so,
would you put
Maya,
that?
where would you put that?
That's the last one.
So just remember, you can take one of these, any one of these, the one that you highest rate, I will get. You can have it for free. This one, obviously, highest dollar rating.
Come on, Maya. You know you want it.
Maya.
No.
Maya, seriously,
Yeah.
where would you rate that?
Well, yeah, come on.
Look at the detail.
It's good.
Hey, let me see that one again.
That is pretty impressive.
It's
So,
good.
and just one.
So you know what I was
caveat
thinking?
on these.
You know, like I told you earlier, what if you made an eye patch?
Yeah, I think I
You know,
can.
like
Yeah,
it looked like an eyeball
God.
coming out, almost, right?
Yeah, like
right?
that'd be perfect for
you
fucking
could-
Halloween.
You could add.
You know,
you
like
could.
your eye falling out.
You could add a little
Some-
like a little marble in there. It might turn into like a little like a
Oh yeah,
not a telescope. What's it? It would be kind of like a telescope,
little bit,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
like a looking glass.
like a lens. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what,
What do you
Maya?
think, Maya?
What would you rate this? What do you think of the eye patch, Maya? This motherfucker.
He doesn't like your eye patch.
He-
idea.
He's not answering me.
What
He's had a really hard time answering any of these questions.
What would you call his business? Because he's been trying to come up with a name.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
been
the
asking
name
us.
is-
how
he
it-
is
pretty. He's
Don't tell him what we
he's
told him.
shooting.
Don't,
He's shooting blanks on a name.
don't
It's
give him
just-
our ideas.
Yeah, he definitely shooting blanks.
Don't give him our ideas.
I can't even talk right now.
Did, all the models are on the table, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep. I don't have any over here.
Okay. No, I was wondering if he maybe had one.
No, he might.
Maya, throw those fucking buttons back. They're not Skittles.
You know what? If they make an edible filament in the future, I will print you up a whole batch of those just for you.
They sell those at that one place, right? Skarks.
At the Carnations?
Carnate. I don't know. Is that still what it's called?
What are you asking
Oh,
Skarks for?
probably
God damn
carnations
it,
or
Scarface.
Adam
Why
and
are you
Eve.
asking
Adam and Eve
Skarks?
probably
He's
has them
probably
too.
the one that knows.
There's favorite candy.
I'm not gonna ask John.
No, John probably has them.
John's
tucked
never
away.
been to the
So,
sex
so
shop.
Maya,
Yeah.
what is your top pick here? Like, we're legit. Bruce is trying to make a
Which
side
one?
hustle here.
Which one? What two would he start with?
Yeah.
Cookie cutter.
Okay.
For sure.
I would agree with that.
The
I
cookie cutter's
think
a
the
solid one.
the cookie cutter is a good choice.
Yeah.
A lot of options.
You should
for
actually
people.
make us some cookies next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good point.
Because these
Yeah.
print super fast. That's
How about-
the biggest benefit of these.
Plus,
They print
everybody
super
likes
fast.
cookies. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Just
I
don't
think
make.
that's
Just don't make him
hilarious.
white chocolate chip because
You know what? You know who you could
That and
give
that.
some.
That
It's
needs
too
to go.
much. It's too much for you.
You don't like the pen holder?
are
Is
you
it,
gonna- are you
is
gonna
it
take
the
it home?
detail on
No.
that one? Like if I made
Oh,
a
it's
less
great
detailed
detail.
model-
I think it's the
Okay.
veins.
Are you gonna take it home, or is that what
think
you
it's
mean?
the
that-
veins.
No.
And
Like-
needs to go home.
I modeled
No.
the top of it after a
Definitely
Snickers.
not.
Is it too veiny or like what's?
I think
what's
it's-
the.
no.
I modeled
gotta
it
be-
after a Snickers bar.
I think it's the veins.
Is
It
it
has
the
to be the
veins that's
veins,
making
yeah.
it,
It's
like-
not veins. That was just
just
like
look
it was
angry?
a little.
If it was
mess up
this-
in the,
if
in
it was
the
unsearched,
file.
would it be better? Or
This
worse?
looks almost like a topographical map.
Yeah, and that's because I did all of these with prototype layers. So these are all 0.2
The ones you call
millimeter.
veins, Jesus, they're just like Bruce said earlier. They're mess up in the file.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it just bulge like that, but they should link to that.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh, that's why it's.
Yeah,
that's
it
why
looks engorged, but that's not in the model. That's
why
just- yeah.
You should have showed him just this part first, and had him guess what it was.
Here, let me
that's a
see.
good point.
Like, what do you think this is?
That's like some
lost.
abstract art right
That's
there.
abstract
Like
art.
Maya, what does this look like?
What is that?
What does
Yeah,
this
if you
look
had
like?
to
Like
guess
a
Maya-
Rorschach. What's it called? A Rorschach
Yeah,
test?
a Rorschach test. Yes.
Yeah.
Maya, what do you see?
The ink blot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But what
well-
do you see in the ink, in the blot?
Look through the blot.
I see
Yeah.
like 3
What
Mickey
do you see?
Mouses on top of
What do
each
you
other.
see? What do you see through that?
I can't see through it.
There's definitely a Mickey Mouse.
What is going on here? What is that? You're
And then
looking
by you guessing, I'm gonna be like dun dun dun.
a slow reveal?
Maya comes.
That's exactly what I saw.
How about a pacifier for Maya?
Oh my
No.
god!
Oh
no.
yeah,
No.
you could
How
totally
about-
make. What about pacifiers? You could totally
Yes.
make some
Oh
pacifiers.
my
Oh,
god!
You could make
I
the
just-
shit out of
I
some
will
pacifiers.
I
You
will
know
get
what,
your
by the-
website shut down.
No, you know what? I think
Not
that
for
you could-
babies, Maya.
Yeah, Maya.
it'd be
Like
for,
these for
ecstasy
grown-ups.
users.
Oh
Come
my
on.
god!
you.
Still
Fuck.
get it shut down.
Have you not
ecstasy
seen adult
users.
pacifiers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people when they're doing X
That's
will
badass.
use pacifiers.
Did you know it
from
could do
grinding
that?
Check out the
teeth.
balance on that fucking thing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's well.
I
Wait,
did not
the
know
weight.
that it could
The
do
weight
that.
is
No?
No.
The weight
you
is.
didn't know?
Oh man,
Oh,
that
shit.
weight is well balanced.
Yeah.
Talk about
That
distribution. right
ink.
there.
Yeah.
That ink
Why don't you make a
splatter.
giant table like that?
I should.
Oh,
Fuck.
I
That'd be
should.
badass.
Yes.
A big old table.
You can
Yes.
sell those.
You would sell those.
That would be an incredible table piece.
Because
For
well,
sure.
Yeah.
So,
Do those as like just do
Maya, you're
four
not
of them
changing your
as-
mind on the pen
as
holder
legs.
there?
That's a good idea though on the cookie cutter. I think.
And that's fucked up because Bruce did say, like, you know, if Maya really likes this one, I'm going to give it to him
Yeah.
He did.
to take home.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
But he don't like it that much, he said.
He doesn't like that, but I told him he could do.
He
could
would.
do
Put,
any
I
of
think
these.
it's because he wants a bigger one.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
the pen. The pen
So-
doesn't sit low enough inside of it. I think.
You think the pen should go all the way in except for
Yes.
just the very tip?
If it was like longer,
Yeah.
longer, maybe the same girth, maybe a little more girth, I think he would be a little more impressed.
Maya's going to get creative.
So what do you think? What do you think Bruce should print next?
Pacifiers?
You see his style. What do you think he should print
You
next?
see what he's got going on. What should he do next?
Adult pacifier?
I think the adult pacifier is a great idea. The eye patch is also a great
the
idea.
eye patch is.
Eye patch.
How about you fucking do a mask where you know the whole
Are there like
COVID mask
flexible? Are there
Yeah.
like flexible filaments?
So
There are, yeah.
You know how these little Buddhas you rub their stomach? How's anything else? Anyway,
That's not funny.
yeah, that's not
That's
funny.
like
That's-
thousands of years of tradition.
Yes. So for
You're
luck,
laughing
you
in the face
rub
of
its
right
stomach.
now.
What could Bruce make? Because
Then maybe-
clearly there's
then
a
maybe
theme
you
here.
rub, yeah.
Like I don't know if you've noticed that there's kind of a theme to the stuff that
All
Bruce
of these
designs.
share, not just that they're black, but they share a similar shape. I don't know
they're-
if you've noticed
Yeah.
that.
So what would Bruce design next? That would be lucky. That could be like a rabbit's foot. You could say a rabbit's foot.
Yeah, that you
is
could carry
lucky.
on your keychain
So maybe a keychain.
for instant luck. You know?
So there's horseshoes bring luck.
Yeah,
So instead of
yeah,
a
yeah.
horseshoe,
Do
it
a
could be a
horse.
horse, not a shoe.
Or maybe just a different body part from the horse.
Yeah, yeah.
Even
yeah.
though a horseshoe is
What would
not
you
a body
suggest,
part.
Maya?
Yeah. I mean, just maybe it could be part of
Maybe
the horse.
even a jackass.
That's a good point. Maybe like a rooster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It could be a rooster. That's a good one.
What do you call it? Cocks too?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I'm
I'll pitch this.
I was trying to think of
so.
something that had to do with phalluses, but like
We've been
an
laying
Idaho
on.
phallus.
It's
We
been laid
have
on
been
pretty
laying
thick here.
on
Yeah.
pretty thick. Yeah.
Yeah, we're so these were well done. I think. Do you have anything you'd like?
So
to
what
say
would you
there?
name his business? Last question.
Yeah.
Go on, Maya.
It has to be something with that whole phallus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to.
Like phallus freak, but with a PH on both. Right?
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
So Maya.
I don't know.
What's a euphemism that starts with N?
We can't.
N.
You can't.
Wow.
I wasn't thinking that.
Naughty,
What
naughty,
the fuck are you
trying to say right
naughty,
No,
naughty
uh,
something.
Yeah, no, I was thinking novelty. I was going to say novelty and then something.
Novel-
right?
novelty.
Novelty.
Yeah, there
Yes.
you go.
No,
Novelties.
even better.
That's a
Oh,
good one.
That's a
Novelty.
really good one.
Novelty.
Holy shit, that was not good for a second there.
I don't know where your mind went, but my
yeah,
mind was
right,
not there.
Bruce. Yeah, right.
I was starting with novelty. That's what I was going to
Novelty.
start with.
Novelty.
Novelty.
Novelties.
I like it.
I like it. We should. Yeah.
Novel double D's.
No.
that's
no.
titties. That's titty shit.
Yeah,
That's
that'll
never
be the
titty shit.
sister store where I sell titties,
Yes,
and
there
the rest
you
will
go.
just be dicks. Yeah,
Why did you do that instead?
because so all right.
Wait,
all right,
he
all
pointed
right,
at
all
Craig.
right,
So
all right.
no, yeah, it's because
It wa-
Bruce he got this thing and he's like, "What should I print?" And I immediately
Hold on,
said,
let
"Dicks."
Bruce
So,
talk.
I got my 3D printer, and there's a guy at my work who's from Spain. The guy's badass. He's really cool. I like him a lot. He's super into 3D
Cute.
printing. He's got 3 or 4.
He's cute?
Yeah, he's
No,
really cute.
I just said that's
Absolutely.
cute.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I asked him because I had printed a couple things, just little like calibration things for the printer, and I said, what do you normally print? I'm going to print. I'm planning on printing this. I wasn't planning on printing a bunch of dicks at that point. And he sent me.
Yeah, right.
That's what you got.
Right. The first thing you thought when you were like, "I'm going to buy this printer," is I'm going to print dicks on
print
it.
some dicks. Yeah,
Of course.
So he sent me a model that was called the Dickosaurus. It's literally a T-Rex and the entire upper torso. The little arms are still there, but the rest of it's just a huge dick. So it's like T-Rex legs and a tail, and then a huge dick and
That
little
would have
arms.
been perfect.
That would have been
I
hilarious.
should have made one. I closed that, and then Thingiverse doesn't allow penises.
Doesn't
That's
allow
why they're
dicks?
so hard to
Fuck
find.
them.
So when I
gotta
went
design
to
your
the
own.
site, it was removed. So I'm not that good of a 3D designer, but if you are, if you're good,
Jesus
at,
is good.
Jesus
Yeah,
will
I
draw
can-
you some real nice dicks.
No. You see the ones I draw.
He will.
They might have hoods on them though.
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
You will notice that none of these did, so
Yeah.
it'll be good
Yeah.
for him to branch out a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Get the other side of the other owners of these things.
Yeah,
'cause
if this
there's a
like had a
lot of,
turtleneck on it, then
Yeah, put a turtle.
There's a
yeah.
lot of them that look like that.
yeah.
So he should be fair in his
You
representation.
should be fair.
That is fair. I think the whistles are probably the closest representation of
Maybe
of
an
that,
unsert.
so,
Yeah.
Sure.
yeah.
Novel.
Looks like something out of a fucking Lovecraft book.
He's just been staring at the whole time. John, has he been staring at that the whole time?
Does this intimidate you? Is it scary?
Maybe we should have
He
mentioned
has
our sponsors on this one.
Well,
Huh?
Miah has seemed
What do you
like
think?
really uncomfortable with this whole thing.
Yeah, we'll skip our sponsors on this one.
Why?
But do go to topsdailygrind.com. There's some cool stuff there.
Yeah. There's some buckets of dicks even.
Yeah. Oh my god.
How about that?
I originally wanted to print a bucket and bring all of these in a bucket, so it was a bucket of dicks, and I didn't have time.
That is another
I
missed
should have
opportunity.
done it,
Yes.
but I just didn't have time to do it. So
Novelty.
next time,
Novelty D's.
Novelties.
novelties, yeah.
Novelties.
Yep. I think that's good.
You heard
That's
it
the
here,
name.
so don't go stealing my idea
Yeah,
of selling dicks on the internet.
Better buy that
yeah.
domain name.
You better trademark
I'm
the
gonna
shit
go
out
buy
of
it
that.
right now.
Check it. Look it up right now.
Novelties.
and see if it's already like a
How would you spell it? Just novel with a D and an
Yeah.
Novel dash D.
Novel.
yeah.
Novels.
Novel dash D. You gotta put the hyphen in there.
Did you like the surprises?
With an S or no S?
I would go no S.
No S.
Novel D.
Bruce has been planning this for like months
I can tell.
for you.
It took a long time to find the models. It took a long
guys-
time.
He
to
spent a lot of
prototype
time
them.
looking for
Played
dicks.
it
Yeah.
well. Holy shit.
I fucking lost it like so many times.
I'm surprised how good you guys held it together, though.
I
Craig's the one that
almost
fuck
lost it
kept-
I
twice.
did.
I kept
I
punching
couldn't
him.
stop. This is me. I suck at jokes like this.
Oh man. I was sending them to Craig, so every time I printed one.
So you're saying that Craig's has gotten more dick
See,
pics?
this is. I
Oh
sent
my
Craig
God.
a ton of dick
Maya's
pics.
Maya's gotten a lot more dick pics than I have.
Wait,
that's
how
for sure.
come on
Oh,
your thing it
that's
was
the-
green and
yeah.
here it's black?
Wasn't that the...
So there's
the
the
program.
Huh?
whistles, there's
program.
the buttons, and that was on November
That's the color of
1st.
the thing.
It's been...
When I printed the dick
T's.
buttons. Yeah,
The
the T's.
T's.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
novelty.
Novel.
Is it open?
Novelties.
Is
It's open.
It's open?
All
All
right.
right.
There you go.
Buying it tomorrow.
Done.
TM.
Tonight.
Trademark
before
that
you-
shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Need a logo?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. If you could make it look like piercings,
I can make the D look like
and then
a
like D
penis
is like
head.
a Prince
No,
Albert.
all of the
then-
letters are gonna look like dicks. I mean,
The,
obviously.
okay.
the
all right.
novel part is going to look like the shaft.
like
and
the
then
shaft
D is
with
gonna look-
piercings
the
or
D is
like a
gonna look
tattoo or
like-
something, and the D is the
head.
end of it. I like it. Yeah. I think
Yeah, that's one option. Yeah,
Yeah.
What'd you do?
make all of the letters look like dicks.
Yeah, but then
It would be a dick
wouldn't-
font.
It wouldn't be clean.
It would be a dick font.
Yeah, it wouldn't look
Have to,
clean.
like-
It wouldn't look nice.
Why not?
It
Not
wouldn't
sure
look
how you-
professional.
If the font itself was dicks.
It would look like he hired somebody that doesn't.
I don't have enough
That
little dicks
doesn't
to make
design.
an end.
Well, I don't design, so that would be accurate.
Yeah, that's true.
But you did ask me what I would do.
Yeah.
That's probably what I would do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you? Well, we'll bring this up at another podcast. But
Have I what?
no, I said I'll bring it back in another podcast. I had a question about like that's
About dicks?
design. No, about
Oh.
design.
Design.
If when you go to a business, do you look at their logo and base your like if you're gonna go to that business based on their logo?
I do.
I think that is very. Otherwise, it wouldn't be such a lucrative business.
No,
I don't
Yeah.
believe that I've ever
No, looked at it
considered that like as a part of my buying decision. No.
because I
Maybe
see it if
subconsciously.
I
the
bet.
business
I was gonna say. I bet you do
if
subconsciously.
the business like if I go to a business and their logo looks like their fourth grade son like made it, then I might not be tempted to because they don't care about their business.
Yeah, so I guess that makes sense. If the logo looks like shit,
Yeah.
then you will think that the brand is shit.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. The other thing that will turn me off real fast is if they don't know how to spell.
Yeah.
If I'm reading their fucking website or whatever and shit's misspelled, I'm out.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm buying from that.
Yeah, but we'll come back to that. I think that's a good topic.
Yeah.
Yep,
And
absolutely.
so we're also going to do soon our what was it?
Our prediction show recap.
We're going to do our prediction show here in probably the next show.
couple week, yeah.
And we're also going
So-
to do another show where we predict for 2022.
Yeah, this is our
So-
prediction recap where we go over
Yep.
what we predicted at the
Yep.
beginning of the year.
So if you have any suggestions that we should try to predict for next year, let us know. And fuck you and
Like how
Fuck
many?
you.
Like how many of these things Maya
Yeah,
tries to get from
it was
Bruce
for
after
Edgar
this
and John, by
podcast
the
is
way.
over?
Why me?
what's that?
Yeah.
How Maya's gonna ask Bruce for all of those,
Yeah.
not just one.
Oh yeah. So let us know what you guys want us to try to predict for next year.
Yep.
I think you'll be surprised at how well we kind of did these predictions and how kind of off we were. So it'll be interesting.
Predict how many variants.
Jesus is kind of like
come out next year.
Nostradamus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nostradamus. There's a guy called that on TikTok, I think.
Really? That's awesome.
Nostradamus.
Nostradamus.
Yeah, Nostradamus. Okay,
All
so
right,
we're
everybody.
good. Thank you, Bruce, for joining us once again.
Yep.
And for putting off all
Thanks
of
for
these
having
days
Yeah,
for
really,
Maya.
Bruce. Like
Yep.
this
And,
is the thing that we.
No problem. This was
Bruce and Craig
a
pointed
joy.
out.
Like to
It was a
thank
pleasure.
our team behind the camera.
You know what? Hold on. Before we
Seriously.
finish this stuff, how the fuck did you pull it off with your family in the house?
His wife knows.
My wife
His
knows.
wife knows.
Do you
she did
use
not
any-
appreciate it, but she knew about it. So this one was the hardest one to print off without because my kids will just barge into my office.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of impacts on the door to where they were expecting it to be unlocked and they just grabbed the door handle and just ran their face right into the door. And I would just open the door, stand right in front of it. 'Cause the 3D printer's in my office. It's right behind my chair, so I could sit my chair back and stand up, and they couldn't see it. But they kept asking, "What are you printing today, Dad? What are you printing today?" And I'm like,
He's
"Oh
printed
my
off
gosh."
more
Isn't that
dicks.
worse, though?
He's printed
Like, isn't
more
that
dicks
worse?
on that thing than he has toys. That's for sure.
That was true at one point, but that's not true anymore.
Not anymore?
No, I actually printed the Master Chief Spartan helmet.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
it comes in like 20 different pieces.
Would it
so
matter
I've
if
got
they
that
see
all
him?
printed out,
Like,
but
I wouldn't care if my son saw.
there are less
but-
penises.
If
Yes.
Like if my son walked in, saw me print this.
I saw you printing off that pen
Well,
holder.
my
You'd be
son
like,
was
whatever.
yeah,
You know,
give a shit.
my son was in here.
Yeah.
And he,
Yeah, he wouldn't.
I think
He's got
I think it would
some
have been
kids.
fine with Wes, but
But yeah.
But Bruce has kids that
kids
are
are
old enough to like know
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
that is.
where it's starting to be
Where-
like
where it's like
what's a
and I think that
it's
there's
more
a-
than just like that's a penis.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's he's got some kids about that age.
Yeah,
So
okay.
yes,
And
that,
I think
that
there's
would
an
be weird
age
for some.
range to where they're too young to know what it is, and then they're in that age when this probably shouldn't be their first exposure
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
No.
And
Plus-
then after that, who cares, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Plus,
my
if you
kids
have
are kind of in
daughters-
that, yeah.
yeah.
You
Fair
definitely
enough.
don't. You definitely don't want your daughter.
Sounds good. Okay, so yeah, like I said, thanks to the guy behind the fucking monitor and Skarks. He was already on, so he can thank himself. So we're out. It was fun. Thank you, Bruce.
Peace
once
out,
again,
everybody.
Maya.
Take care.